you elaborate on what a pimp mentality is?
So, for me personally, a pimp mentality is the leader, the CEO, the one who has the power. What do you think? What do you think? It has nothing to do with sex. It has nothing, being a pimp has nothing to do with sex. We get pimped every day by the government. Like, you know, we just get pimped every day by having to pay taxes. Like, you either get used or you be useful to people. But know that we are in a transactional matrix. So how do you play this game accordingly that works for you, that benefits for you?
Okay, so I guess my viewpoints on having a pimp mentality is that I think that in a successful relationship that is healthy, I don't think that any one person is the pimp. I think that it is more of a partnership versus I am the one who is holding the power, and understanding that both parties will have power, but they're bringing different types of strengths to the table, and so you're operating in different ways. So it's kind of like having a boss and a supervisor dynamic versus having someone that you go into a business partnership with, where you guys are both bringing your own strengths in, but it's not fixated on one person is the pimp. Because if one person's the pimp, the other person is the hoe, and the hoe usually getting the short end of the stick.
Exactly, and most women do. And most women are the hoes. Most women are the prostitutes, especially when they sign up to be a girlfriend. So that was a great analogy how you said about like the boss and the employee. I feel like we sign over to work for somebody else as being somebody's girlfriend. Like, we're basically working for somebody else instead of like working for ourselves.
So do you think that there should it go straight from, okay, we're dating one another, to we talking about marriage, or like what is the recommended pathway for people who want to have a long-term commitment?
See, you get to choose by having a program for yourself. Women don't even go in having a program. Women go in trying to figure out what is the man's program. Can I join your program? Can I work for you? You are the receiver. So they are giving to you. You have the requirements. You are the pimp. Like, you get to set the boundaries. You get to set the standards. You get to set your expectations. You get to set it. And if they don't follow accordingly, on to the next. But I don't think as women, we don't know the leverage we have in the relationship. We don't ever have to settle to be a girlfriend. Like, you don't ever have to settle. Like, you can continue to play the field. You can continue to have your options open. You can continue to date, whatever you choose to do. But you don't ever have to settle for a girlfriend and thinking that's going to make you into a wife if you want that role.
Okay. So do you think that, I guess on the flip side, do you understand why men navigate it that way then? Where they see power in being the pimp because women are not establishing that boundary or that power from the beginning?
Oh my, if I was a man, I would be pimping these hoes too. Because honestly, it's too easy. We're settling for the bare minimum, and we're just expecting a man just to give us some attention or just to like us for a certain amount of time. They will do that just to get whatever they want from us. If you know the game and you know that they after one thing, low-key it is the physical. So how are you going to maneuver this? How are you not gonna just give it up just so easily just because they want it? What do you want?
Right.
What do you want? Have you asked yourself, like, what do you want?
Yeah, I have. I think a lot of people, me in the past, I would say that I wanted one thing, but my actions didn't match with that. And I think a lot of us with dating, that does happen. If you're fearful that what you want might be asking for too much, like, from people. So let's say I'm a woman who doesn't want to have sex with someone until marriage happens, right? And so everyone can tell me that's very unrealistic. If you're already not a virgin, like, you asking a man to wait for marriage, that's not really gonna work in your favor. And so then I'm like, okay, like I know that I would prefer to wait until marriage to have sex, but realistically I'm gonna bring my standards down to fit the pool of men out there so that I have more options. And so I think that happens a lot. You know, some women will say, I don't want to have casual sex, I don't want to be a side chick, I don't want to do whatever the case may be, but you end up settling in that because you feel like you have the security of someone being there.
What is security?
Whatever our mind tells us it is. I think it's very much an illusion.
Literally.
Definitely an illusion. Yeah.
We can't have no security outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
A person can't give us security.